Hello everyone, Pedro here with CineMilled, and today we're going to show you how to get an overhead bed shot. So this is a very common setup that you'll see in a lot of movies, and now we have something that is going to help you achieve those kind of shots, as well as a number of other things. This is just one of the things you can do with it. Basically, it's just a Mitchell base that uses the Houdini mounting system, so that means you can interface with the Houdini Speedrail clamp, the female version, and then you can rig a goalpost setup like we're going to do, and take your tripod and get it all rigged up on the Speedrail and get an overhead shot of someone lying in the bed. Basically, quick overview of how this goes together. It's really simple. We got our Houdini Mitchell base right here, which, as you can see, we have a female Houdini clamp, Speedrail Houdini clamp, which mounts via the Houdini mounting system. If we had a Mitchell tripod head, it would just go right on here, which I don't. I have a 100mm bowl. So we take our 100mm Mitchell bowl adapter and we drop that in there, drop our tripod head in, and tie it down. So now that we have the camera above where it's going to go, before we raise it up into place and we start positioning our actor, I want to talk about safety real quick. So the last thing you want to do before you finish your rig is safety it. You can do this with a steel safety cable or these gear straps that you can get at any climbing store. So let's get this rigged up. So there you have it. It's a really simple, easy way that you can rig up a tripod with a camera on it to give you, so you're able to frame, right? Because you could take your camera and just bolt it to the Houdini and put that on the Speedrail, but then you wouldn't be able to pan and tilt and all that stuff. So this is why we use the head. And you know, you probably, if you have a Mitchell base, you can always buy a Mitchell to bowl adapter like I did and use any head, right? So this is why it's better to start with a Mitchell, and if you have a Mitchell, great. And if you don't, you can get an adapter and use a 100mm bowl. So you might be asking yourself, why not just use a crane? So the very simple, obvious answer is that we have a very low ceiling here. And so you would probably not have enough room for a jib or a crane, not only in the height, but also where the bucket is, where the base of the jib would have to be. We have walls very close by. It would be maybe difficult to impossible. This is actually a master bedroom. It's a little bit larger than usual. A lot of times we find ourselves in even smaller bedrooms. So yeah, with the goalpost rig, you can get right up to the ceiling if you need to, and it doesn't require that much of a setup. As you saw, it, you know, just two people, we got it set up pretty quickly. And most importantly, if you have a scene, say in another part of the location where the actual Ronin or your gimbal is being set up, you don't have to tie it up with this shot, because this is fairly simple. So unless you have to operate, which then you would need a gimbal, and a lot of times these shots you don't need to, you can add a digital push in and do it give the camera some movement that way. That's pretty much it. Just wanted to give you guys a quick overview of how you can use the Houdini Mitchell Mount base interfacing with the Houdini Speedrail clamps. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to get your feedback. This is kind of a new kind of content that we're putting on our channel. Make sure to click like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on our Facebook user group, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.